Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. Cordell Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Come on, work. We want it. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And incomplete to open things up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pass it. Hey, check 2461. Matchbox lights. You're out. Bang, 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 bang.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
And it brings up 3rd down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Watch the screen.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Jones is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
18. Whip.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
That's all right.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. And he is in. Trey Burton, his third touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the games. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Don't get nervous. Check. Lock in. Flag. Alert flag.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Switch. Check 31.
Ran.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, being chased out left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. Spinning away. Clinton Dix, the former Packer, in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
X3, 218, chop it. Check 24, watch 24.
Now Saquon Barkley. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 3rd down, Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Check. Hey, orbit. Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Alpha.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Alshon Jeffrey, so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people...
Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. After one, it's 13-6. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Check 50.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action with Trubisky. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This is Gabriel out on the left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Trubisky looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Okay. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 31, Trubisky looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and then decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want it for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Steps away to his left, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Here comes Cohen. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Kareem Hunt, 82 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down, coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping him. Yeah,
good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
44, Mike, 44.
Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Riley Dixon now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return is Cohen. And he spins through. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Gabriel on the catch. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
50 wants the mic, boy. 51.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now Jones throwing again. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration. Miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
58, come on. 58. Hey, high 7. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
Now Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35.
First down, Giants.
A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 24, check 24. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go one more. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Don't get nervous.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Give me that ball, defense. Give me
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
180. Too low, okay. Wide, get wide. Lock in. Check safety. Ran, up.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Trubisky. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. Throwing on first down. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Pushing through the contact. That second down play nets a -4.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. Now this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Right 80. Hey, we got to get this stuff. Alert, 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 alert.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Hunt, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Check. Alert, 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 alert. Check.
Now Trubisky to throw. And open is Jeffrey. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. That's fielded in the end zone. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against?
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hey. You got three. Three down. Check Mike, man. Go.
On second and 11 now. Jones over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, New York.
Bravo. 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
Now Jones on first down. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
You ready? Come on,
so now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Under 10. General West. Kill.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Penny. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Hey, check 24. 80 weapon. Back. Shoot.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Wayne Goldman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Lock in.
They'll run again with Hunt. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations. Doesn't matter what it is. The things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Mike, check. Hey, ball. You ever get tired of seeing me? You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Ran, touch. 25.
First down, a run with Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Let's go! 90 Wolf.
He was brought down by
Alpha.
a gain of 4.
Jones on third down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Below Nichols drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Albert Rosas on to the field goal of 38 yards.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run. This is Cohen, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, ball. Slam. Check 3. 61. Matchbox lights.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, Barkley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
He's brought down back to the 16-yard line.
Smith! X3, 218, chop it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch.
Throwing on third and long. Jones. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Recon, 152 fighter.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.